Okay everyone, so what's the take here? Back in my previous video of the first 3 episodes of this anime, I think I made it clear there that the community of this show is one that I wouldn't want myself to be associated with, considering their blatant use of the words cinema and peak, as if no other adjectives exist in the English dictionary anymore. And you know what? After distancing myself with this anime's community, I had a much better experience watching this one as a whole. It's kinda like Bocce the Rock all over again for me, where the anime is good, but the amount of she's just like me for real kind of posts regarding Bocce just makes me feel some sort of shame that I like Bocce as an anime. In any case, disappointing communities aside, how good is Dandadan as an anime? It's good, it's entertaining, the jokes are appropriate for the character's age bracket, so I don't have a problem with it, but there's a big caveat that needs to be said. Back in my previous video on Dandadan, before the end of it, I mentioned how watching this anime gets me dizzy at times with the amount of scenes and nuance being thrown at you. It turns out, at least for me, this anime might be the first Gen Alpha anime, and more will probably air in the coming years. What do I mean by Gen Alpha anime? You know how Gen Alpha kids these days have this peculiar sort of brain rot to them, where things like Skibidi Toilet is somehow entertaining, and a lot of the media they consume is ridiculously fast-paced. Dandadan is no Skibidi Toilet, that's for sure, but it is guilty of the latter, which is its fast-paced delivery of information that it overloads you if you're not used to it. To further illustrate, are you familiar with the term retention editing or ADHD editing? This is a kind of video editing style where scenes change perspective almost all the time. Like no particular shot stays on screen longer than 5 seconds. And doing that gives the audience a sense that a lot of things are happening in the show. One quick YouTube search on the concept and you'll understand straight away what retention editing or ADHD editing looks like. As for Dandadan, have any of you tried watching the opening of the anime, Otonoke by CreepyNuts? I'm willing to bet if any of you tried to watch this anime's opening, you'll notice the entire thing is made using retention editing. Like, sure, the music is good, but the video changes perspective almost all the time. It's overwhelming, seriously. And considering that this same style is also evident in a lot of scenes in the anime, it now makes sense for me as to why this anime is making me dizzy, and is something that I would call a Gen Alpha anime. Mind you, it's no Skibidi Toilet, because at least I can make sense of Dandadan unlike the former, but there is no way this anime isn't fast-paced. So, the verdict for this anime? It's situational. If you like the story that the author is trying to go for and you can keep up with the video editing style that it uses, then this anime is definitely made just for you. As for the small minority that can't handle such pace and are on the slower side when it comes to details like me, I think you can safely skip this one if you haven't seen it yet. And as for me, I'll probably not watch the second season and just bow out of this at this point. Having said that, that's about it for me. Until next time then.